Hey you guys, how you doing today? Um, I don't know. When I started doing this, again, the anxiety started kicking in. So those of you that are anxious, try some breathing exercises. It'll bring you down a little bit. Now, this anxiety is coming from there's a cycle, there's a situation in your life that is coming to a close or has already closed or is about to come to a close, and you're feeling very anxious about it. Now, there's no need to feel anxiety about this situation because this needs to happen. Whatever this situation is needs to finish so that this cycle ends. And they're saying you need to follow your dreams, and that's twice that it came out here. Okay, because you may be surprised where it leads you. So whatever it is that you've been passionate about or you've been dreaming about, or you're like, oh, I want to go do this, or I want to be with this person, or whatever it is that you're chasing after, allow whatever it is to finish so that you can go after it. Good morning, Jennifer. So Spirit's saying that you need to chase after your dreams, okay, because that's what's going to get you to the abundance, to the life that you're looking for. There is a lot of twos out today, so I don't know if you've been seeing twos, but definitely a lot of them. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself and you're appreciating the vessel that you are, okay? And remember that we all came here as love. So when you're dealing with this situation, try to handle it in the most loving and compassionate manner that you can, even though I know sometimes it's hard to do that, but still try to give that loving energy to the situation because you don't want to end things on bad terms or leave ill feelings. And also, if you are going through something and you're afraid of closing a cycle because of what people are going to say about you, remember that people's opinions are just that. They're fucking their opinions, okay? That's not your business what they think of you. The only thing that matters is what you think of you. So if somebody thinks you're a fucking piece of shit, you're a liar, you're a whore, you're a fucking whatever, alright, that's your opinion. It doesn't matter what they think you are because you know what you are and you know why you're doing the things you're doing and making the moves that you need to make. Even if the other person denies it or claims that they have no idea what the fuck's going on, you know the truth. So don't entertain the bullshit, okay? So be free from that, okay? And whatever images people have of you, if it's not factual, don't get consumed by it because it's irrelevant, okay? Allow the cycle to end. If it's a marriage that you're worried about what they're going to say, fuck those people, fuck the family, fuck all of them, because nobody lives your life. Nobody knows what you're going through in your life. So allow the cycles to close, and everybody's going to have their own opinion. Everybody's going to have their own 2 cents. Don't focus on that, okay? Remember to come with a loving energy and have a sense of humor about it. People talk shit about you. You're like, yeah, okay. You're like, damn, I didn't know. What else are you going to tell me about myself? Because everybody's quick to talk when nobody's walked in your footsteps. Hello, I don't want to sabotage your name. Aldine, how are you doing today? So yeah, keep your heart light. Have a sense of humor about what's going on because it's easier to deal with people talking shit and all of those things when you don't give a fuck and you're just laughing about it and you're like, really? You're like, damn, I wish somebody would have told me that I was doing this shit or this is what was going on in my life, And just remember to have fun, okay? Remember to, in the midst of this cycle ending, to still go out and do something that's enjoyable to you, okay? If you like painting, go paint. If you like dancing, go dance. Taking a walk, whatever it is that brings you joy, go do that so that you can get out of that energy, okay? Because right now, whatever this situation is going for, it's calling for compromise. So if you had a plan on how you were going to do something or a vision as to how it was going to happen, I got compromised twice. So you are being told to keep going. This is not a time to stop. It's keep moving forward. We need the forward movement. But you may have to compromise on a few things, okay? You may have to compromise on the people, you may have to compromise on a location, on a person, job, car, house, whatever it is. It's going to require compromise. So be open to compromising, because it seems like the type of energy that you're dealing with is a very stern person, very authoritative figure. So if that's the type of energy that you're dealing with, maybe it'll be beneficial to compromise, because it'll help you alleviate some stress and anxiety, and also help them alleviate stress and anxiety. Hi, Micah. How are you? So please continue to go forward, because they're showing me that there's defensive energy. So, and again, it could be vice versa. I'm not sure who's being defensive, but whoever's being defensive in this, they're stressed out, they're in their minds about it, they're anxious about this, and maybe they know that the cycle needs to end, but they don't know how to end it, or they're afraid of how everything's going to turn out. And even if it's a work-related situation, however this is working, however it resonates for you, but understand that in compromising, it's going to bring into a new vision, and it's going to bring harmony. So be open to it. If the situation is not like a horrible, toxic ass situation, and you are willing to compromise, then okay, do that. If it's a toxic situation and you're just like, this is draining my fucking life, don't do that. Leave the situation and everything will work out. If there are children involved, it's always best to come to a compromise, because I don't ever recommend people going to court and having other people solve where the fuck your children should and shouldn't go, or who should have them all the time, or, I'm not an advocate for the fucking court system in any shape, way, or form, because it's a shitty ass system. So if you are dealing with something that has to do with kids, excuse me, please, compromise for their sake. Be grown-ups. Don't let your feelings get in the way of what's best for your kids. Good morning, Beth. How are you doing? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So please compromise if you have kids, because it's showing that there's a lot of defensiveness. There's contract, something, paperwork, I'm not sure what it is that's coming, or that you already received, or any combination, and there's like a lot of defensiveness attached to that. But understand that if you compromise and you're mature about the situation, if it is a ending of a marriage or whatever, it'll be beneficial. It might not be ideal, and it might hurt your feelings, and you might be sad and fucking depressed and everything else. But understand that it's important for you to be mature about this, because the last thing you want is someone that does not know your life, does not know your children, does not know the ins and out of what the fuck has been going on in your life, to dictate what's going to happen. And if it has to come to that, then that's a problem. You have to find a way to be able to, hey, we made these kids, let's work this shit out. But if one person is willing to compromise and the other person's not doing what they need to do, then courts are necessary, because it's not fair for all the pressure to fall on one person. Okay? It's not, oh, well, I made them with you and you get to keep them, and now I'm going to go be free and do whatever the fuck I want and not help you take care of them. That's not fair, and it's not right. So if that is your situation, please proceed with court and then compromise that way. And if you're dealing with somebody that is mature enough and willing to compromise, then please allow that person to compromise if you know that they're going to stick to their word and they're going to do what they said they're going to do. I'm good, exhausted, but still good. So, so I don't know whoever that was for, but please, just compromise is always good, okay? And like I said, rest, make sure you're taking care of you, because there is going to be a new vision in this situation. So if it's business, house, whatever your dreams are, compromise. So if there's something that you've been pursuing and you've been like dead set on, this is how I want it to be, negotiate, compromise with the people you're working with, and see if you guys could come to something else, because it will lead to a new vision and you can have a better outcome, okay? And it's going to lead to harmony and a peaceful resolution. So please be open for compromise, because it'll help everything move along smoothly. So that was the first message. Now we're back here with this I'm sorry again about what I'm about to say, because it keeps coming up, but there is someone that is fearful of someone's pregnant and they're afraid. Now, I don't know if it's afraid of if you're going to be a good parent, if you're ready to be a parent, or any combination, you know. But please understand that, hello, my love, how are you today? So you have to step into the light. Spirit's telling you that you're going to be a great parent, that this is going to work out for you. And don't, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't be so negative, okay? Because we all have instincts, you know. When I got pregnant the first time, I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do. And it was like, oh my God, you know, you're terrified. How am I going to take care of a fucking human? Am I going to leave them sitting somewhere and forget that they exist? Like, all these crazy ass thoughts go through your head. And it's normal, you know, because parenting doesn't come with a fucking manual. So don't be afraid if you are pregnant that you're going to be a shitty parent, or you're going to be the type of parent that your parent was. And if you are fearful of that, understand they have parenting classes, they have courses, they have things that you can take classes on so that you can be a better parent, so you can have better tools, so you can learn different ways of dealing with situations that you probably didn't know, your parents didn't know how to deal with, okay? So try to take that how it resonates for you, but they're asking you to trust your capability, okay? And it's okay to cry, especially if you're fucking pregnant. Your hormones are all over the place, so don't feel bad for being emotional and crying and being sad. Just cry and let it out, okay? Because that's gonna help you get through this. But be happy, you know, be who you are and enjoy this, because pregnancy is a beautiful thing, you know. For me, it's not one of my favorite things, but for other people, it's a beautiful thing. And Spirit wants you to know that your guardians are with you, okay? You are protected, and your loved ones are also protected, okay? Spiritually, they got your back. So whatever the fuck this is, it's meant to happen. Allow it to take its course and trust your intuition, okay? Because they're saying there are people that you can ask. There's helpful people. So let go of the fear that you have going on right now and ask for help from other people. Whether it's friends, family, what the hell am I looking for? Companies, like resources, you know, people that help with domestic shit. Because they're showing a lot of people that are going to be there to support you and this new baby or babies. Now, these came out all together, and I felt right to take them all together. But there's a man, again, with money that's going to be taking action towards you, or has already taken action towards you, that's going to help out in this situation. So don't be so worried and so fucking stressed out that you don't know what you're doing or who you're going to do this with or how you're going to make it. You're going to make it through, okay? So if you're a single mom, you just found out you're pregnant, you haven't told anybody, whatever it is, and if you are keeping it to yourself, you know, that's fine. Just make sure that you're getting the proper nutrients and you're doing what's healthy for you and getting enough rest. Because if you're not doing these things, then it's going to be bad on you and the baby. So please make sure you're getting rest and speak your truth. Some of you have your throat chakra that's blocked, which explains why my throat keeps getting scratchy. So always trust yourself and understand that if this is in silence, you have to be able to communicate this and let it go, okay? Because there is love in the situation for if this is a person that's coming into your life, and it doesn't have to be a romantic thing. It could just be a friend or uncle, whoever, somebody that has money that is going to be able to help you in this situation. Because it's showing, I keep seeing time, so I don't know if time is of the essence. Again, I don't know if you're planning on keeping the baby or not keeping the baby. But they keep showing time, so I don't know if your time's running out, but you have to make a decision, you know, and it shows me that you're leaning towards something, but you're keeping it to yourself. You're not sharing this with anyone. No one knows what's happening right now. So be clear in your decision, because it seems like you've been conditioned to believe certain things. Maybe these are things you believe about yourself, or you think that you're not good enough, or that you're not ready, okay? But to get out of the conditioning, step out of that so that you can move forward, okay? You have to let that go and be free. Be who you are and enjoy life, okay? You only live once. So if you're not ready to be a mom and handle those responsibilities, like really sit and be honest with yourself and say, can I afford this? Can I do this? And if you can't do it alone, then ask for help. And if you're not ready to, the choice is always yours, okay? Not anybody else's, not the father's, not your parents', whoever. It's always going to be your choice. So don't let anybody else's opinion interfere with this, okay? So if you're not ready, there's many options. Look into all options and do what you feel is best for you and what you can live with. I feel like you're fearful, like you don't want to talk, like you're just really afraid. So understand, when you have kids, shit changes very drastically. Your whole life changes. So please, if you're not ready, look at other options. Talk to your people, talk to your family, talk to whoever, but you need to speak to somebody so that way you can get this off your chest, okay? So again, I don't know who that message was for, but please be careful of people in wolf's clothing, in sheep's clothing. So it could be someone that's presenting themselves one way and they're doing something else. So just be careful, okay? And make sure you always trust what you feel and do it that way. Now, some of you are moving, and in moving, you have to kind of release the control, okay? And they're asking you again to be patient. So if you are moving or buying a car or going into another relationship, understand that it's okay to pass up things that you're just like, it will do the job, but it's not really what I wanted. So be okay with letting that shit go, because something else is going to come. Something better is going to come. And it looks like, there's a lot of force right now. If this is happening and you are going to be moving, it looks like you're moving to a place where there's nature. Maybe you have a nice yard, or there are trees outside, or there's a trail or something by your house. So whatever it is, make sure it has what you're looking for. So don't just jump on whatever is presented to you initially, okay? So that way you get what you really want. And this move has to do with your past relationship. It looks like something happened that has caused an ending. So it could be an ending of a relationship, or someone who had crossed over and it's like you have to move. Whatever it is, it's going to hurt now. It's going to be painful now. But it's going to be a necessary move for you to get to where you're meant to be. Okay, so you have to release the past. And it's not easy, because a lot of us are so, the fuck is the word I'm looking for? We're complacent. It's comfortable. We're used to being in the situation. And then you get fearful. And then maybe you even feel bad because it's going to break someone else's heart and you don't want to do that. And you're trying to avoid that. Just understand that that's their stuff. It's not yours. It's not your responsibility to deal with how they're going to handle this. You do what's best for you. And what's best for you is moving and going somewhere where you're going to be happy. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and it sucks. I know. So, they're telling you to face your problems head on with confidence and courage, because you will be victorious. So, don't shy away. Clear your throat chakras if it is that's what it needs to be cleared. Clear it out and have the conversations. Have the difficult whatever, like, this is it, I'm over it, I'm done. Or if you're kicking somebody out, be like, listen, I thought this was going to work, but it's not working because of this, that, and the third, so I'm sorry. Whatever it is, whatever your situation is, however this resonates, just have the courage to speak your truth, okay? Stand in your authenticity, because this is going to be handled in a fair and just manner. So don't be heartbroken, don't be devastated about what's happening or how it's happening, okay? Because everything's going to end up favorably. But you have to be strong in this. And sometimes it's hard because, you don't want to hurt people. Nobody wants to hurt people. And don't believe anyone else's story, okay? Whatever people say, it's not it's distorted by everyone's beliefs. So if you grew up thinking, oh, well, you broke up a happy home, because you're selfish or you're this and you're that, and it's okay, that's your personal belief. You don't know what's going on with someone else in their mind, in their heart. Everybody, there's, well, really three sides, because there's that person's side, the other person's side, and then there's the truth. So don't listen to what other people say. Don't believe other people's story, okay? If you haven't talked to both parties, if this is a friendship, relationship, family situation, make sure that you're communicating, okay? You need to talk to each party so that you can get the full story and understand, and you can't just sit there and be pissed off and just be like, fuck it, and not understand what's happening and just believe whatever was said and leave it at that. Get clarity on the situation. And accept the struggles as lessons, okay? Don't take it as, oh my God, this is going to be forever, because it's not forever. It's a temporary thing. But take it as a lesson. See what you learned from this, because maybe now you learned not to let people into your home. Maybe you learned not to trust people the way you've been trusting them and allowing people to use you the way they've been using you. Okay? Everything is a lesson, so take it as that, whatever it was that you have had going on, okay? So make sure you believe in yourself, because you're going to be successful in whatever you have going on. And they're showing me there is abundance, but right now it's like you're holding on, like to whatever you have. If it's financial, physical shit, whatever it is, you're holding on to this. Maybe it's your heart that you're holding on to, that you're trying to protect so much from something else. But healing needs to take place. So I don't know if you've worked on healing, or if you're, afraid, or you don't know how to heal, but please work on healing yourself and be friendly, open your heart, because there is so much stuff that's coming to you, but you can't sit there like hoarding everything. You can't hoard your emotions. You can't hoard what you have, because you're not allowing the flow. It's a give and take. You spend money, you get money. If you're just holding on to the money, you're not spending it, and it's not going to come back to you, because you're not allowing it to go. So there's a person that is highly intuitive. It is a highly intuitive woman, okay? And it looks like she's kind of been planting her seeds and like sowing. Right now, that's what she's doing. And she's like, the fruit is ripe for picking, if that makes sense to you. It's like, it's the time now. You've put in the work, you've done everything you can do, and now there is going to be movement. There is going to be action towards you. So keep on doing what you're doing, because it's paying off, okay? So don't be stressed out. Don't be hell-bent on something, and just flow. Go with the flow and allow things to happen. And it's showing, again, baby life, but also a new beginning. So you might have to go through all of this hell and move and break people's hearts and, and release a lot of stuff from your past. But in doing so, you're going to be so much happier, and it's going to create a much better life for you. So don't hold on to anything from before, because you can't change it. Okay? And if you have to break hearts, then, it's a part of life. Maybe it's a lesson they needed to learn. Maybe they needed to learn not to be a bad person, or to treat people better, and treat people in a manner that you want to be treated. I'm sorry, my son's having a blast with blocks right now. So please, if you're moving, say sorry. I tried to do this in a better way, or, it's just not working. So just do it how you can. Just remember, everybody has feelings. So try to handle it in a manner that you would want to be handled, basically, because I'd be like, hey, don't be shitty to me. Don't be extra. Just, be nice. You can be nice and still get your point across. Now, Spirit wants you to go within, take time every day, like 10 minutes, meditate, focus on stillness, okay? And enjoy being inside, like enjoy your quiet night, your quietness, your peacefulness. And focus your energy on what it is that you're trying to build, okay? Because they're saying that you need to schedule time for you, and you really need rest and rejuvenation. So if some of you have been exhausted, like I have been fucking exhausted, and you just need rest, try to find... Buena tarde, gracias. No tan feliz para mí, yo estoy cansada. So be strong, okay? And make sure that you're resting. You're giving your body the proper time that it needs to like recuperate from whatever the fuck it was doing. Maybe you were partying all fucking weekend and now you're at work and you're just like dead. Take a break. It's okay. Be like, listen, I'm not coming into work because guess what? If I die, I'm not coming into work either way. So take a time out. You don't need to be doing all of that stuff. And this one, I don't know how to, I gotta sit with that one for a second. So again, with your intention, I don't know what it is that you guys are not decisive about or you're trying to figure out right now. But if, like I've said before, if you are like, oh, I want this, oh no, I want this, and oh, I'm here, and oh, I'm there, and I do and I don't, you're sending mixed signals, you're sending mixed messages, which is going to cause delays. So please, if it's a specific person, focus on that person. If it's a specific house, focus on the house, car, job, whatever. Say, okay, I applied at 20 jobs, but I'm really interested in this job. Or I applied at this many houses and this is what the one that I really want. So really, like, I know your energy is spread out because it's like when we look for shit, we always, there's always more than one. So just focus on that one, and that's what's going to help you to create it, okay? And when you meditate on it, that's your focused intention. You have your energy and you're putting your deliberately creating that because that's what you want. But it looks like it's a person, but we're going to get back to the person in a minute. I'm not going there right now. They're saying your mind creates your reality, okay? So right now is the time for you to recreate your reality with whatever's going on. So, like I said, it's your life. You create whatever you want to create. You create your heaven, you create your hell. If it's a relationship, then you can create that. You can manifest it. But try to not be so specific and just say, I want this type of person to come. Because you want somebody that's going to love you and be supportive of you. Not like, oh, he's a nice looking package and that's what I want. No. Those are usually the worst fucking ones. Don't do that. So if you are creative, again, we all have creative things, whatever you do. Some people knit, some people draw, paint, create music, whatever it is, please keep creating and express yourself through that. So if you have an issue communicating and talking, and that's the only way you know how to talk to someone or express your genuine feelings, then do that. And forgive yourself for whatever the fuck it is that you have going on inside of you. If you did something fucked up to someone, if you feel like it wasn't handled correctly, just forgive yourself and be compassionate with yourself and whatever this situation is that needs to be forgiven, okay? Because with having compassion, you're going to persevere, okay? Everything isn't always so black and white. Sometimes there is a gray area. And depending on the bond, like the purpose of the relationship, the purpose of why things happen. Like I said, everything is for me, it's a big fucking play. So everyone has a different purpose in your life. And sometimes you have to take little detours to maybe help someone else in your soul family get back on the right track because maybe they strayed a little bit too far. And, it might not look good to other people, and it doesn't matter. You're doing what you feel in your heart is best, and as long as you do that, you're going to always persevere because Spirit knows that you have the best intentions and you're following their guidance. So don't be so pressed, and if you did something bad, then apologize, make amends, do what you need to do. But this damn person. So I don't know if you are postponing things from moving forward or if the universe is postponing this, okay? But the way it looks is like you're putting everything on hold. Like you sit there and you're looking at it and you're like, I know this is what I want. Like I see the whole fucking picture in front of me. Like I want that. But you're delaying it. Like you're back here like, I don't know. And that's probably why you need to go within and sit with this for a little while, okay? And have focused intention on what you want, because when you do that, when you tune in to what you really want, it's going to end in everything you've ever wanted and everything you've ever dreamed of because you have focused intention, okay? Because I see celebrations, I see completions of all of these things. So you're going to be happy. You're gonna have great abundance, and the time frame is about a year from now. So if you've been working on something and you're still putting energy, and you just started building it, or the relationship, whatever, in about a year you should see the results. Okay, so if you don't have those kind of patience, then probably manifest some other shit. But if it's something you really want and that's truly what your heart desires, then understand that you're going to get it. Okay, and the Wheel of Fortune right now is turning in your favor, but you have to stop this miser fucking energy, like holding on to things for dear life and protecting your heart. Like, you don't want nobody to fucking get in there. If you want the love, you have to be open to the love. You have to give the love. You can't just hoard your love and think that you're gonna get fucking love, because you're not even open to giving it. So be open to that, okay? And just be careful, because I don't know if the person you have dealt with was a little deceptive ass person, or if they have addictions, or maybe they don't know how to release addictions, or maybe you had an addiction and it was a sexual addiction. We can go down many, many roads, and I'm gonna try not to do that. But you're having a hard time releasing the addiction. You're having a hard time releasing the addiction, and again, time. Time is what's coming up, and the Wheel of Fortune is turning, and you might miss your opportunity at this relationship, at whatever this is, because you haven't released your addiction. And if it is a sexual addiction, understand that nobody wants to deal with that. I'm sorry. Nobody's going to go into a relationship where you have a problem and you can't keep your dick in your pants, or you can't keep your legs closed. Nobody wants that. So if that's something you have an issue with, then communicate that to whoever it is you're dealing with. And vice versa. Don't be judgmental, okay? Because we all have our own shit. So try not to be judgmental. But please, if you're having these types of things, understand time is of the essence for whatever this is. Because I see a man, like, he wants to give his heart, he wants to give his love, but he doesn't know how, or he's just in this toxic ass addictive personality, addictive environment that he doesn't know how to get out of it. And maybe that's why it's gonna take about a year to come to fruition, because he needs to work through his own shit, or she. I feel male energy, so I'm sorry if it's not, then take it how you want to take it, but it's more masculine energy. But you will be abundant. You will have all of the things that you want. It's just going to take time. So if you are dealing with someone like this, that's what they're struggling with. They're struggling with their own addictions, and they don't know how to let it go. And they're also just not communicating this to you. But it will end, and, you'll be happy if you decide to go that route and be patient with that person. So, again, this is for whoever it is. But please, always trust yourself. Always trust your judgment. Go within and find peace. When you find peace, everything will work out. And please forgive yourself, because maybe that's part of the addiction, and maybe you don't know how to forgive yourself to get out of that. And when you feel so bad, you keep on self-medicating or overworking or sex or whatever it is for your coping mechanism to help you not deal with that. At the end of the day, it's much easier and healthier to just face the fucking problem, cry about it, and move past it, okay? Just acknowledge the fucking emotion. Acknowledge it and accept it and move on. Stop fighting it. Stop fucking covering it with all this shit, because it's not going to help you. Okay? At some point, whether it's now or fucking on your deathbed, you're going to have to face these things. So do it now while you're still alive and have life to fucking live. Okay? But those are your messages for today. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I love you. Thank you so much.